matter is that in 2010, banners don't work as well as they used to. And if you're hoping that, this is one of the first myths that we hope to bust this afternoon, is that if you're just thinking that you can put a bunch of ads on some websites and people are going to flock to you, it's not going to happen. Okay? I see, as I look around the room, I see we've got a lot of Gen X and Boomers in the room, probably a few Gen Ys. And the reason why I make that distinction is because we all are interested in different things. So if we have one message in one form of media, we're not going to hit everybody. A couple of things when we look at industry trends, and that is that overall, everything is moving digitally. Jeffrey mentioned that in his opening comments. Everything is moving online, we're all heading in that direction, and most media is going in that direction as well. But it doesn't mean that traditional media is going away at all. It just means that it's shifting. And so more and more spending is being done online. So it's good that you're here to do that. You're right in step with what's going on in the industry. What's interesting, though, is that nearly 97% of consumers today go online before they make a purchasing decision. That videos are absolutely on the rise. More and more people are consuming video. In fact, it's the fastest growing segment of internet use today. Take a look at the number of streams, up 15% year over year, but over 10.3 billion video streams being referenced. Get going with something in video. Do anything to get something in video. And the primary reason for that is that Google loves video. You want to be found by Google, and that's kind of the name of the game. So that's one of the reasons why you will want to advertise with someone like Morris Media, because they'll give you these opportunities to showcase video and things like that. The first myth buster is that selling banners and buying banners and taking that approach probably is going to get you to your financial goals as an advertiser. And here's the slide that tells you why. Okay? Bottom line, if you look at average click-through rates of banner ads, and we're lumping them all together, skyscrapers, displays, everything. The average click-through rate is 0.21%. That's across the country, across all websites. Maybe in some locations you might be doing 0.5 or 6, maybe 2 or 3 times better. You might have a really phenomenal offer or an ad that's doing 1 or 2%. That's great, but the average click-through rate is 0.21%. I bet you never thought you'd hear an internet guy say that's really a pretty bad way to just advertise, but it's true. 0.21% means 1,000 impressions, 2 clicks. Click-through rates used to be much higher. They're going down because of saturation, because of so much inventory. People, frankly, just don't click on as many ads as they used to. Do you? When you go to a website, you sit there and go, oh, there's an interesting ad. I think I'll click on that. Here's another interesting one. No, you only click on the ones that are specifically of interest to you. So the point is we have to come up with different approaches for internet advertising that make consumers want to find out more information. Okay, so we're really talking about moving into a world of engagement. Now there's some disruptive technologies that are at play in all of this too that we have to take into consideration. If you go back, over the past half a century, there's been a number of disruptive technologies. Mainframe computing changed the business world in the 50s, then minis in the 60s and 70s. PCs came out in the 80s, okay, changed everything. Desktop internet became prevalent in the 90s, and now we're in this world with mobile. Okay, so we're using iPhones, we're using iPads. Just this past year, of course, the iPad was introduced. I'm curious, how many of you have one? 1, 2? Yeah. It's interesting, the same ones who are doing a lot of other things are also embracing and using technology. Just last Friday, they passed the 1 million mark, 1 million iPads sold. This is a disruptive technology that, there's still a lot of people are questioning, is the iPad the answer? I don't know, but people certainly seem to be interested enough that they're doing something with it. So, it's something that we have to keep our eye on. So an iPad strategy is going to be very important that we do something to interact with that. So have you thought about, what we do? The sites that you're advertising on today, are they iPad friendly? I can tell you that Tom Bide is and will be industry constructed that way. Social media. We have a lot of social media people in the room this afternoon. Everybody here probably has a Facebook account, right? All right. How many tweet on a daily basis? Okay. You know what's interesting about this? Everybody says, well, I got to have a good, strong social media, and I have to have a Facebook presence, and I have to have a Twitter account. I got to make sure I'm doing a lot of things with that. But here's a statistic that just blows me away. 75% of all Twitter activity comes from 5% of its users. So if you're spending a ton of money to really go after Twitter, the Twitter accounts, that's okay. You know, I wouldn't tell you not to do anything. Just be aware that 5% is probably where most of your activity is being used. Okay? And we all tweet, we all use Facebook, but the bulk of the activity is done by 5%. So having business friends, having followers to your site is fantastic. It's a great place to promote specials, special offers, upcoming events, sales, things like that. But all these things should be designed to draw more attention to your website, to drive more activity specifically there. Okay, I said we'd talk a little bit about directories. I love directories because, as I mentioned, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been working in literally every market in the United States, except Chattanooga. I never got to Chattanooga. I don't know why. I was looking at it on the airplane, on the map, you know, that they give you. And it was a long flight. I was kind of bored, and I was looking at all this. Yep, I've been there, been there, been there. Never been to Chattanooga. Anybody here from Chattanooga? Okay. Directories are fun because what I've discovered about directories is that small businesses have a lot of money to spend that nobody's calling on. Okay? And you've probably felt that way as a small business person, that I've got a really good product, I need help, and everyone's calling on me for different types of services and programs. But you need new customers. But most media companies, frankly, overlook the small businesses. Now, I don't know all of you, so I don't know if you're small retail shops and businesses or large organizations, but the point I'm trying to make is that perhaps you felt frustrated with not being able to find the right kind of advertising program. And if that's the case, I strongly encourage you to look at directories. The thing I love about directories is this. It gives you a place to stand out and kind of rise above the clutter. Especially the directory that we'll be doing with Town-wide will be very geographic specific. So it will be specific verbs, it will be certain kinds of businesses. These are all things that we're working here with Town-wide. I really encourage you to explore directories. It's phenomenal in terms of what it can do specifically for you. If you can do a video here, even better, to tell a little bit more about your story and who you are. But if you do a video, resist the temptation to go beyond 60 seconds. Statistically, most people bail out at around 64 seconds of a video.